Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of Pure Wrestling Talk podcast. I'm your host, as usual, SMB, and tonight with me I have once again Arunava Ghoshal, who happens to be one of the administrators of Sports Keda. So, Arunava,
Hi
welcome to the
everyone.
show. Anyways, we are going to discuss about the impact internet has made on the world of professional wrestling. So let's begin. You know,
Yes, okay.
nowadays, internet fans, I mean the IWC network, has made a huge impact on WWE. We can
I don't
say,
think so.
no, it has, I believe. You can say by the likes of Roman Reigns, John Cena. I mean Roman Reigns specifically. So what do you say about this?
I think that the officials actually care about what the fans post on internet about their top superstars, but I don't think that their opinions really matter. Already Vince is the one who makes the decisions. So if he wants to happen in this way, that will happen. He wants Roman as the top wrestler, that will happen. If the internet fans don't like it, it doesn't matter.
I know internet fan doesn't matter, but the fact that that the internet has made a huge impact on the ratings. It has,
Ratings.
yeah,
Okay.
because during the days of Attitude Era and Golden Era, if I say, I will start from Golden Era. There was no internet, I would say. I don't know,
Yes.
maybe in a few countries there were, but there was no like this Windows and Android and I shit and all. So specifically during that time, people used to use internet for emails and all. So there was no influence of internet on wrestling, and people
Yes.
used to believe that wrestling isn't scripted. Then we should move. We can then. So that's why people like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, they were successful. What's your take on this, Sangrama?
Yes, that's a major point. Today we get to discuss anything, we get to know anything that is happening in WWE the very next moment, due to the internet. So that I think that destroys interest of some fans.
It
Yes,
does.
that's the reason.
It does because there are many people. I mean, these casual fans and kids who still believe that wrestling isn't scripted, and these spoilers for SmackDown,
Yes.
they spoil everything, right?
Yes, they spoil everything. They need anything that is happening in the WWE you will get on any news website. So for some crazy fans, they want to get updated of everything that is happening. So that's good for them. But I think most of them don't like to see everything. What's the point of the weekly shows then? We get to know everything
Okay.
other than that before
Yeah.
the weekly shows. So yes,
So moving on to the Attitude Era, I would say there was a there was a, minimal impact made by internet on professional wrestling in that era. Like 10%, but still there were no dirt sheets like nowadays we have. Not to mention, but
yes,
still PW Mania and all. You know, these articles regarding superstars nowadays are useful and worthy reading, but they are in a way they're spoiling our interest towards wrestling, right?
yes, absolutely.
And I would say behind this hatred behind Roman Reigns' success is due to the IWC, or we can say Internet Wrestling
Absolutely.
Community.
We are responsible for Romans, the hatred Roman is receiving every day. Now some kids, I will mention kids, some kids think that it is cool to hate Roman. They don't know why, but yes, they love to boo. If you ask them the reason, they cannot answer.
The same thing happened when
Just
John
because,
Cena.
just because they are seeing post in internet that Roman cannot wrestle, Roman is bad at this, at that. They also think that yes, they accept it without even what I'll say inquiring or thinking about it, whether they're liking it or not, whether they actually like Roman or not. Think yes, while other people are hating, I will hate him too. That's the reason behind so much hatred Roman is getting nowadays.
The same thing happened when Cena was the WWE champion, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
And there were the same guys who were hating Cena during the title run, those who were praising Cena during his US title run, United States Championship run.
and
So you
now
never
they're
know.
praising him again. These haters are praising Cena and hating Roman Reigns.
Yes, they say that the push of Cena was the worst thing that happened in wrestling. I think you have seen that they say that Cena was pushed too far. Too far, I mean that he was pushed, but very fast. He was made a top star very fast.
And he was
And now-
made because by kissing Vince McMahon's ass.
Yes, yes.
And they're saying the same thing
And now they're saying the same thing for Roman, yes.
Yeah, that Roman kissed Vince McMahon's ass. So he's getting pushed. I think
Yeah.
people would not have cared if this was the golden era and Roman Reigns was WWE champion. Because
In fact, most of the wrestlers, I will not hating anyone, but I think Roman is better wrestler than some few wrestlers of the golden era. They were
he
mostly
is.
brawlers, not great technicians. Use the Ultimate Warrior. He's a great brawler, but can he put? What are his moves? What were his moves? Nothing specific. Just 3 or 4 moves.
Yeah. I do think the same because during the golden era there was no internet. So people would not care about who Roman Reigns is, if he is a good wrestler or bad wrestler. They would not even
Yes,
know.
he is winning. That means he's good.
They would not even know about AJ Styles and these NJPW guys, because for watching NJPW you need internet. If you are
Yes.
from Japan, then you have Japanese people can watch NJPW, AJPW, Noah and all, but we can't. So we would not care about who Carl Anderson is, who Doc Gallows, who Prince David, I mean Finn Balor is, who
Yeah, Finn
Nakamura
Balor.
is. We would just enjoy what is being shown on our television sets, and we would
But-
even enjoy
yes.
Roman Reigns' title run if it was the golden era.
Yes, the people will think that the authority is conspiring against Roman. They don't want Roman to win, but that's not the case nowadays.
I would say PG era would have received more ratings if it was, during the time of golden era instead.
Absolutely, there. I am not saying that every storyline is good, but many storylines that has during the PG era has been quite entertaining. I've enjoyed them.
Yeah,
And
feuds
if
like
there was no
CM Punk
internet,
John Cena feud.
no spoilers, no rumors, then I would have enjoyed more.
Yeah, true. Like feuds like John Cena, CM Punk,
CM Punk,
that
yes.
Money in the Bank 2011 storyline, then Undertaker Triple H WrestleMania 28 storyline, Daniel Bryan and the Authority, and many more.
Team Hell No.
But
Team Hell No was entertaining.
yeah, but these IWC marks, they hate whoever is on the top of the mountain.
I don't think they hate anyone who is on the top. They just want their wrestlers to win. That's it.
No. That's
If
not
they
the point.
don't win,
Wait. Let me finish.
then
IWC marks, they hate the homegrown talents. Like
Yes.
they are some
they
people.
prefer indie guys.
Yeah.
They prefer the indie wrestlers more.
Yeah, that
Because they think the indie wrestlers have wrestled for so many years. They deserve to be on the top, not the wrestler who is just wrestling for 2 years.
But you can't have everyone like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, AJ Styles, Carl, everyone as a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. You gotta choose one guy who's going to handle the pressure and be on the top, right?
Yes, if you in other companies, if you clearly, if you notice that mostly the homegrown talents are given the championships, not wrestlers from other promotions or other countries that have arrived, but mainly the homegrown talents.
And this IWC marks, they hate the homegrown talent. You know, like people who watch NXT nowadays, I don't know, but few months ago, last year and few months ago, people used to hate Baron Corbin. I guess you have heard about
Yes,
him. Baron
yes,
Corbin
yes,
is a two times Golden Gloves champion.
yes,
And he has never been inside the squared circle before arriving in NXT. But look at him
yes.
now. He has improved a lot.
He has improved a lot.
But
Yes,
people still hate him.
absolutely.
But people still hate him because he's a homegrown talent. They compare him with Roman
Yes.
Reigns and say that he's going to become the next Roman Reigns.
Mm, that's the problem with this kind of people. They want, I say that they want the wrestlers they prefer to win. They prefer the indie guys more. They want the indie wrestlers to win. That's it. Anyone who is on the top will get booed
But
if it's not the indie wrestlers.
even same happened during Seth Rollins. Even though Seth Rollins is an indie guy, he didn't
Yes, they
receive
say
that
that
much.
he was booked bad, losing many matches as a champion.
But it isn't the he was booked bad. But still, why people want Seth Rollins to come back now? They used to hate him.
Yeah,
Then why do you
I am
want him
quite
back now?
astonished. I am quite astonished. They are supporting Seth Rollins so much at this time. There were not so many supporters when he was the champion.
Yeah, even IWC Marks hated him.
Maybe because Roman Reigns is the champion right now. They hate Roman. That's why more of them want Seth Rollins to return.
So we can't guarantee na that if Seth Rollins returns now and becomes a WWE World Heavyweight Champion,
They will hate
and
him
people
again.
will stop
They
hating
will
him.
want AJ Styles or Nakamura or Kevin Owens to be the champion.
But they will.
And when they become, they will hate them again.
Yeah, that is the
It's a
point.
circle.
That is the point. Even if you bring,
They cannot support a wrestler. They don't have any specific favorites. They just go with the flow.
it's like if you even bring Tanahashi from NJPW and make him the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, still people will hate him and say we want him, another guy, so and so as the champion. You make that guy champion,
Maybe
they will
Roman will
hate,
get
hate him
killed at
again.
that time. Maybe people will support Roman during at that time.
But again, if Roman
Destroy
becomes,
Tanahashi.
but again, if Roman becomes the champion, then again they will hate Roman.
Again. Yes.
But if the same thing, same thing happened during the Attitude Era days, everyone, even Stone Cold, every WWE champion, mostly the faces and the anti-heroes got supported. I mean, got cheered.
Yes.
Not like these days. Like The Rock and Stone Cold, they both were cheered during their rivalry.
Yes.
But it doesn't happen right now. Even if Dean Ambrose becomes a WWE World Heavyweight Champion, people will hate him. I can guarantee you that.
Maybe they will hate him because their non-favorites will defeat him. That may be a reason.
But what if
I don't see people
what
hating
if
Ambrose.
AJ Styles defeat Dean Ambrose for the WWE? Sorry, what if Dean Ambrose defeats AJ Styles for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship? Let's consider AJ Styles defeating Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules.
Okay.
Okay, then moving forward at the next pay-per-view, again Roman Reigns loses to AJ Styles. Then Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles feud
Suppose
begins.
SummerSlam. Let's
Okay,
suppose at SummerSlam, Dean Ambrose wins against AJ Styles WWE Championship.
Yeah. But then what will happen? Again, people will start hating Dean Ambrose. They will call him overrated and crap. So the point is,
Maybe yes.
the
I agree.
mindset of current generation is destroying professional wrestling.
Exactly. Even there were plenty of championship changes during the Attitude Era. The top stars used to get defeated now and often. I think if the top stars were defeated now and often in this era, I think they will be hated less. If Roman loses a few matches, I think the hatred will decrease a bit.
It
I think so.
it won't, because WWE won't let Roman Reigns lose clean even to John Cena.
That's the other point. But I think that if they let Roman to lose a few matches, if they gave Roman a storyline injury and sideline him for a few months, I think that will decrease the hate a
No,
bit.
people will support Roman Reigns. We want him back. He's better than this guy. He's
Yes.
better than that guy.
Yes,
When
yes.
Roman Reigns comes and beat the guy, again people will start hating Roman Reigns. Sucks. He can't wrestle. He can't speak on mic. That's a problem.
Yes, yes.
You know,
Yes,
we
that's the point of IWC. They don't know what to do. They think they're doing very cool stuff by hating people, but they are just so lame.
the point to be
Those-
considered. IWC. He meant IWC by IWC marks, not entire IWC.
Yes, exactly.
Even we are a part of IWC.
We are a part of IWC,
Yeah,
yes.
but we don't hate
The
people
people who claim to know
unconditionally.
everything about wrestling, the marks, yes. They
Okay.
claim to know everything that is going to happen.
You know, just like the IWC is stubborn, even Vince McMahon is stubborn of making Roman Reigns lose clean to someone. And
Why
believe
did
me,
he-
he's not going to
If
lose
you
clean
think
to
like
anyone
that,
right now.
if you think like that, Roman is the top wrestler of the company. He gets defeated every time. That will be bad.
Yeah, that will be bad. You can't have Stone Cold Steve Austin holding the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and losing to every indie guy. Like, let's mention Stone Cold losing to Mankind, or Stone Cold losing to Undertaker, Stone Cold losing to Rock. Every time you can't have the WWE World Heavyweight Champion lose to someone in a non-title or title match, because it will decrease the ratings. And then what
I
will be
think
the
that
use of
I
watching?
think that they did the same thing with Rollins. I think Rollins lost more matches as the champion.
But
That was
they
bad.
were non-title
He was
matches.
defeated almost. He was defeated every night, every Monday night in tag matches. Cena defeated him so many times during the title reign.
The negative point about Seth Rollins' WWE title run and John Cena's US title run was when John Cena defeated Seth
Yes.
Rollins.
Yes, the United States got more prominence than the World Championship at that time.
No, I don't think so, because even though if he would not have defeated Seth Rollins, the United States Championship would have become prominent. It's due to the surprise entrance every night.
Yes,
There was no need.
that was awesome.
It actually decreased, the reputation of Seth Rollins as a champion.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That the United States Championship I think, was given more prominence than the World Championship.
Yeah,
Because
it's true.
when the United US champion defeats the WWE champion 2 or 3 times within a month, so that's obvious to happen.
Oh, yeah, that's true. See, that is why I am saying that the creatives have done good job in writing storylines, as well as
Yes.
has done bad jobs. Start. Arunava?
Yes.
So, I think the creatives have made a few mistakes during Seth Rollins' championship run,
Yes, absolutely.
and they have done good job regarding the United States title during that time. What do you say?
Absolutely. You see that when Cena was the champion, the title usually got more prominence than it used to be. Cena is the top guy. When the top guy holds the championship, they need to focus on that championship a bit more. Now, as Kalisto the champion, see what is they're doing to him. Pre-shows only. Again, if Cena wins, again the championship will get relevant once again.
I guess it could have been relevant if the WWE would have done the same thing they are doing with the intercontinental title picture right now.
Absolutely, there are.
But they are not in.
It
They're not
seems that no
making
one
people
wants to challenge
involved.
for the United States Championship. Only a big guy or that big guy, small guy, that
Yeah,
same
these storylines
type
are
of
crap.
storyline.
WWE should understand that this isn't the golden era or the attitude era. That people won't come online. I mean, people won't go over the internet and do, you know, this shit about or shit on social medias, they
Yeah,
crap about everything they watch on TV. They say we won't watch and all stuff. They should understand that this isn't the 90s.
absolutely, yes.
And
Yes, I think they should pay more attention to the fans, not to listen whatever they are demanding, but they should pay more height. They need to see who they are hating. They need to see who they are cheering for, what they want. Maybe take some points from there. Maybe
I'm
I
not
think
telling
they
the
should.
I'm not telling the creatives to take.
It's good for the company. If everything you do for the company, every storyline is being booed by the fans, that will be ultimately bad for ratings, or maybe not for ratings, because even if they say I will not watch, he will watch.
You
He
know,
needs to watch. He
Mhm.
will definitely watch. So that I don't think the ratings will get affected. But you see, the main event of the Raw, main event of pay-per-views, the champion gets booed, the wrestlers get booed out of the building. That's bad. So they need to listen to the fans a bit more.
yeah, that's right. If I would have been a part of the creatives, or maybe I would have been the head of the creatives, I would have turned. I would have first made a tag team match, which would have included the Lucha Dragons with Kalisto holding the United States Championship on one side against some other tag team. Okay, like
Okay?
the best thing to do during the tag team championship tournament was, I guess, Lucha Dragons were part of the tournament.
No,
They were not.
no.
So I think they should have WWE should have included them too. And when the Lucha Dragons were going to win, I mean, Kalisto going to hit his finisher on the opponent team, Sin Cara should
Sin Cara
have
attacks.
turned his back on Kalisto,
Yes.
thus costing the match. This could have led to a good rivalry for the United States Championship. But nope,
Yes.
WWE
No,
doesn't
but
give a
yes.
damn about our mindsets, means our opinions. I know they don't give, but still, they should do something worthy. I mean, something useful or something we like. So that could draw, that could increase the ratings. But no,
I think that what they did to Brian, that was quite awesome. I think that it was a time when they listened to the fans.
yeah,
I think so.
the best thing WWE did after CM Punk John Cena rivalry, Undertaker Triple H rivalries. I mean rivalry.
The
Then
yes movement.
we had
The
CM
yes
Punk
movement.
Brock Lesnar rivalry, which was epic.
Yes.
After that, I think that the best thing WWE did was this feud with Daniel Bryan and the Authority feud. It was
The yes
awesome.
movement. Yes, that was awesome.
And
That
right
rivalry
now,
was pretty interesting. And as it was much popular, they tried to implement the same with Roman Reigns, the Roman Reigns versus Authority.
but it wasn't, because the Daniel Bryan Authority angle had the underdog angle. Daniel Bryan was the
Exactly.
underdog who was
But
underestimated by everyone.
yes,
But we who the Authority used to call him B plus player, but you can't call Roman Reigns a B plus player. You can't say Roman
because
Reigns is the
because
underdog
the
in this case.
success Roman Reigns has had, he's already established as the top dog of the company. If they call him underdog, then that will be very
No, no,
bad.
no, no. The fact is, if you want to relieve that Authority Bryan rivalry, you need to have someone unworthy. I mean, a small guy like Adrian Neville, or even Seth Rollins could have played that role. But you can't have Roman
Sami
Reigns
Zayn.
in that place, in place of Daniel Bryan, and you can't call Roman Reigns a B plus player. You can't say that he's a B plus. I mean, he's an underdog. He looks like a big
Exactly.
dog. That's why they call him the big dog of WWE. And when you're trying to make Roman Reigns like Stone Cold Steve Austin of Attitude Era, then you should induce some microphone skills and wrestling skills inside him before doing that. Someone bringing a truck, or spearing all the whole McMahon family, doesn't make you Stone Cold Steve Austin, right?
Exactly.
So the IWC marks need to change their mindset. Also, the creatives and Vince McMahon need to change a bit. What do you say?
Yes, exactly. I think the IWC marks should realize that. I think some of them have already realized, but others should also need to realize that whatever they will say, it may not happen. They think
It may
whatever
not,
they
it
will
will not
type on the
happen.
internet, that will be
Wait,
fulfilled
it
by the
will not
company. Or
happen.
they will be full. That wishes would be fulfilled by wrestling WWE, but that doesn't happen. And when that doesn't happen, they boo. That is the simple reason. They should understand that they don't have any say in what Vince decides.
90% of the IWC marks have never visited a WWE wrestling show. I mean, has never been to a WWE live show, or has never been to a Raw, has never been to SmackDown, has never been to a pay per view. But still they bark. I mean, you know your words doesn't matter. Then why do you bark every single time? And
Hoping that they will be listened sometimes.
they won't listen. There are millions, I mean
Exactly.
trillions of people in this world.
That they need to understand. Exactly. That's the they need to understand it. But what we can do?
Let me say, like I tweeted like 35 times or 40 times I tweeted to Iron Sheikh, and after that one day he retweeted it. He
Yes.
retweeted it like that. And one thing, even even though some few of the IWC marks admit inside them that their words doesn't matter, there are other IWC marks who are going to influence these guys for hating someone again and again and
Yes.
again. They won't let others change, even though if they try to change, other IWC marks will
Exactly.
come and influence these
Exactly.
guys.
They seem to pressurize some guys. They pressurize that if you don't hate this guy, you are not a wrestling
And
fan.
and if
you don't know wrestling.
if you love this
If you
guy,
don't hate Roman Reigns.
if you love this
Yes.
guy, we will make fun of you. If you like this guy, you are a shit and all.
Exactly.
I have seen many, these are like bullies.
Exactly. Internet bullies.
Yeah, we can say, or we can say IWC marks, the great pundits of professional wrestling.
I think most of them, all of them think they are each and every day Melzer. They consider themselves as the Melzer. That's why they think anything they will say, anything they think, anything they hope will be fulfilled.
As of right now,
Even I've seen that most of the guys, they try to rate the matches. They try to rate these wrestlers. I don't know who they are to rate.
really, that's true. And now as of right now, Shinsuke Nakamura from NJPW,
Yes.
who is working under NXT brand right now.
Yes,
He's at
yes.
the top of merchandise. I mean, he's at the top of merchandise
Top match seller,
sales,
yes.
and even his theme song is going to hit 1.5 million views in a few days. And now this IWC marks, they claim that Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, which took place at last Takeover, I guess. Yeah,
Yes.
is the best match
Yes,
of
Dallas, Takeover Dallas.
Nakamura. Okay, next they think that they claim that they have been watching Nakamura since his debut and all. You know,
Yes,
first
I understand.
let me hear your opinion. What do you say about this?
Yes, I think that most of the IWC marks are kids basically. They are not mature persons. And when they see some of these top wrestlers, they try to look as a guy who have watched them wrestle since their debut days. If they provoke, if I, what I'll say, if they think, if they can make others think that I have watched this wrestler since his beginning days, I know more about him, I know everything that he can do, maybe that will be better for his IWC image. Most of them haven't even seen Nakamura in NJPW. They haven't seen a single match of NJPW. Just after seeing their match at Dallas, they realized that Nakamura is one of the top wrestlers and they should praise him. They should say that I have seen his matches in NJPW. I have seen his top matches in every top matches in Japan. I loved him since then and I knew that he will be the top star one day. Only to make their image as a IWC mark better. That's what I think.
You know, I agree with your statement. And if some few IWC marks they talk that this Nakamura Sami Zayn encounter was the best, I don't think that they realized watching the match, because they said it best when they heard other people. I mean, they saw other people comment that, or Dave Meltzer
Exactly.
giving the ratings that damn high, giving a damn high rating. That time they realized this is a good match. Or I don't think that even, I mean,
I think
even
Nakamura has have better matches in his
yeah,
career. If
this year in
I did,
2016 in Wrestle
in
Kingdom
fact,
9, Wrestle
a
Kingdom 10.
strange thing that was,
Wait
I
a second.
didn't see people comparing Sami Zayn
Wait a second.
Nakamura, especially the IWC marks. I
Wait a
didn't
second.
see
Wait a
them
second. Wait a second.
comparing Nakamura and Zayn with other matches Nakamura have had.
Okay.
If they have been watching Nakamura, then they could have compared this match with other matches of Nakamura.
So, Rano,
Okay.
what were you saying?
Hmm. I was saying that if they have really watched every matches of Nakamura as they claim to have, they could have compared his matches with Sami Zayn, other matches with the match he had with Sami Zayn. But no, they were just going on saying that it was the best. It was the best match of the night. Exactly, no doubt. But I don't think that it was actually the best match. Even most of them are saying that it was the best match they has ever seen. I've seen comments like this that it is the best match they have ever witnessed in WWE, in NXT or whatever. It is the best match. I don't think so. I don't actually think so. If they have watched Nakamura, he has delivered better matches than this bout with Sami Zayn.
Yeah, true. Because a few months early in January 4th at Wrestle Kingdom 10, when Nakamura faced
AJ
AJ
Styles.
Styles for the Intercontinental Championship, that was an epic encounter, far more better than this encounter between, I mean, this match
Exactly.
between Sami Zayn and Nakamura.
Yes. Yes.
So if you are aware of, if you are in touch with NJPW, even if from 2015 or 2016, then you must know that Nakamura had better matches than this, even in 2016. But no,
Exactly. I agree.
but no, you will see Dave Meltzer rating something, you would say that is good. You will see other commenting something on other post, and you will try to look cool by claiming that this is the best match you have seen, by praising Nakamura. Even because even WWE has limited Nakamura's move set, right?
Exactly. Yes, I watched. I think that they have done it. Yes,
They
I've
have
seen
limited
a
his move
match.
set.
Yes, they
Like
have limited.
like Austin Aries is suffering right now, because Austin Aries used to hit on Brain Buster before hitting with that
Yes,
with the 450 splash. But no, even but Nakamura has got used to it. Nakamura got used to this. And right now, people, this IWC marks like to think that liking someone like Nakamura or Tanahashi, Austin Aries, Samoa Joe, then Eric Young, Bobby Roode, Prince Devitt, aka Finn Balor, and all makes you look cool, right?
Exactly.
But even though have not seen a single NJPW or ROH or Noah or any other promotion match, let alone leave TNA
Some
aside.
of them may have watched, we don't know, but most of them, yes. Speaking
No,
about the entire lot, most of them haven't watched.
okay,
You
let's
can.
consider out of
We are not
100%
someone to. We
IWC.
are not someone to comment on what they will watch or not, but you can understand the way they comment, the way they reply to you. You will understand they haven't watched these matches, and they're just commenting on vague. They're
That's
commenting
not the problem.
vaguely.
You
Yes.
know, like Seth Rollins fans nowadays. I mean, Seth Rollins fanboys, I would say specifically. They are shit hating everyone. Seth Rollins is the best. A few days ago, I saw someone post, other games have a legend. This game, I mean, wrestling has a legend named Seth Rollins. I'm not.
I think that's
Wait, wait.
common.
No, no, no.
I think that is common with the fanboys. They think. I think that's common enough. That's common, but yes, it's too much.
I'm not
When
hating
there
on
are
Seth
other
Rollins.
wrestlers,
I'm not
yes,
hating on Seth Rollins. And legend means
I
okay.
understand.
No,
Yes, I can understand that. Seth has been in the company for 3 or 4 years, and just because he became the champion and is perhaps better than the current champion doesn't make him a legend.
not that. I'm not talking. I'm not saying that. I don't hate. I'm not hating Seth Rollins. The fact that Seth Rollins is a legend, but like you are saying, other games has a legend, means you are considering one the greatest of all time. So here you are saying that
Exactly.
Seth Rollins is the greatest of all time. With all due
Yes,
respect,
that's what I said.
even
He has been in 4. He has been. If you talk logically, he has been in the company 4 years. Is perhaps better than the current champion.
not only
And
in company,
if you
he is in
think
pro
that,
wrestling for more than
if you
10
think
years.
that this makes him a legend, that's not true. There have been
No, no,
much
yeah, yeah.
better wrestlers
I
than
can say,
Rollins in the company. There have been
no,
way
I'm not
better
saying that.
champions than Rollins in the company.
Arunava,
So yes, actually that's the reason I hate some of these fanboys. They just, and if you argue with them, they will provide you with vague informations
you
which are
know,
not true at all.
you know, Seth Rollins is a legend. He's a pro wrestling legend. But I'm not saying that. You can't say that
Yes,
he's the legend. You have the Undertaker.
exactly.
You have Antonio Chinoki. You have Iron Sheik. Let's consider. You have Nigel McGuinness from ROH. You have Roderick Young. You have the Briscoe brothers. You have
Exactly.
Nakamura. You have Tanahashi. You have Jay Lethal. I'm just saying. You have Jay Lethal. You have
Okada,
Justin Tiger Liger. You have Yakuza.
Okada,
You have many
Okada,
others.
the champion,
You have
former
Hulk
champion.
Hogan, man.
Yes,
You have Hulk Hogan. And
yes,
you have The
we have
Undertaker.
her.
You have Triple H. You have Shawn Michaels. You have Ric Flair. But you are still considering Seth Rollins as the greatest of all time. I know Roman Reigns fans are annoying as fuck. But you can't. I mean, Seth Rollins fans are more annoying than the Roman Reigns fans, right?
I think that's another reason. That's another reason why I hate
Wait
the
a,
IWC marks. They will just do anything to
wait a
make
second. Wait
sure
a second.
that the guy they
Wait a
like.
second. So Arunava, continue.
Yes, I'm saying that I think the IWC marks attempt to make other fans like their favorites as well. I think so. I have the way they post, the way they comment. I think that they try to do it.
Nowadays, Seth Rollins fanboys are more annoying than Roman Reigns fanboys because they don't
Not,
under.
I will not say Seth Rollins. There are several other fanboys as well who are annoying.
Not really. I am I have been to many
Fanboys are
groups.
annoying. That's it.
I'm
Any
not.
wrestler they support.
Yeah,
If you are just continue to brag about your favorite, that is bad.
yeah, that
Whoever it
is.
is, even if Rollins, even if someone continuously posts about Brian, saying that Brian is best, Brian is better than him, Brian has better skills than him, I will also consider it as annoying. I don't like such posts personally.
No, no, no,
So
no, no.
in my opinion, any fanboys are bad.
But nowadays, Seth Rollins
Fanboys,
fanboys have
yes.
become more annoying,
Yes, nowadays their numbers have increased a lot.
and
With
they think
Roman
that
Reigns as the
Seth Rollins is the
champion,
best.
their number has increased a lot. Seth Rollins fanboys, there's yes, I'll agree with you in this case. Seth Rollins fans are becoming a bit annoying. I
Okay.
thought Cena fans were annoying, but
Yeah, but now
no.
Seth Rollins fanboys. Okay, by watching, I guess we have watched SmackDown this week,
Yes,
and
yes,
we can say that the Intercontinental Championship title picture is looking more legitimate than the main event title picture, and it's more entertaining. What's your take on this?
yes, yes, exactly. The Intercontinental title picture features, I will say, the favorites of IWC. Maybe that's because that's the reason that people are considering it more valuable than the WWE Championship. It has Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, everyone who is liked by the IWC marks. But I don't think that it is getting more relevance than the WWE Championship. It's my opinion, but I will still say that Roman Reigns and AJ Styles, the their build up is looking interesting. Anything can happen. Anyone can debut at Extreme Rules. I'm looking forward to that.
I will be honest here. I feel the Intercontinental Championship, I mean the bout, looks more interesting and unpredictable. And if you say
Yes,
about the,
anyone can win.
you can't
Yes,
predict who is going to
it
win,
will be a
but you can predict who is going to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Extreme Rules. And by the how the feud is developing nowadays, even if you have watched SmackDown, you know Roman Reigns looks unstoppable.
exactly.
So
I
by
think that's the reason that this booking is the reason that he's getting heat. Suppose he lost his match at SmackDown and AJ Styles' team won it, I think that will be better for
that's
Roman
not the
Reigns.
point. If they would have lost also, I would not have said anything. But they are making Roman Reigns look strong, very strong. You know
Is one
why?
versus all. That's
No,
that's pretty
that's a
vague.
that's a
One versus all.
that's a
He will
bogus
take everyone,
logic.
give
That's a
him
pure bogus
in a
logic.
tin.
I hate that thing because why WrestleMania's main event got so much damn bad reviews, because it was predictable. Everybody knew Roman Reigns is going to win.
Exactly.
That is the point. If WWE wants to draw more people to watch their product, and as Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon calls, this is a new era, they need to stop making things predictable. Right?
Exactly, I agree. But you know that who is apparently due to the IWC, you know who is going to be the face of the company, so you cannot expect him to lose often. You have to accept that he will not lose often.
I'm not saying about losing, I'm saying they should not make it predictable. Do something unpredictable in every match. I mean, in every bout they should. Everybody
And
knows
what
when Roman steps into inside that ring, that whatever happens, if even if you bring 10 man to 10 bodybuilders converted into wrestlers to fight this guy, Roman Reigns will Superman punch and spear them out. I mean, this is
yes,
even
that's
if
what they did to League of Nations in the 4-on-1 handicap matches where common in SmackDown. I've seen 2 or 3 times that there have been 4-on-1 handicap matches, and who won? Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that is a thing. So it's time to end this thing. Thanks for being with us
Okay.
tonight, Arunava. I hope tomorrow also you will be there with us. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you like it. If you like it, please hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel. Hoping for positive reviews, even though. Anyhow, this is the SMB, your host, signing out. Thank you.